Akashi sticking with the sword character.
Oh, I thought you meant sword characters plural.
No, Akashi sticking with the sword character. We got Marth this time, it looks like.
I think...
Yeah, I'm not sure about this matchup. I'm not sure. I mean,
Water Shuriken is good enough to mean Marth can probably struggle to keep Greninja out. But Greninja has nothing else that gets past the disjoint.
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like. The camping will probably be useful to some extent, but it's not the best projectile, right? And at the mid-range combat, I would assume Marth wins. Just, fast sword over Greninja, who's, a little more mobility-based.
Marth's relatively big and tall, though, and he's a middle faller. So, like, confirms, a lot of Greninja's confirms will work on him.
Oh, yeah, the combo
and he is susceptible to footstool stuff.
Yeah.
It just depends on whether JW can either get in or land shurikens.
Yeah.
Ooh, bad air dodge from Akashi. Akashi's going to need to learn that he will never be able to Dancing Blade in this matchup. He's just going to need to use other options.
It's really
he
not
won't be
safe.
able to do jab stuff either. He's just going to have to read.
Yeah, seriously, Greninja is really strange like that. One thing I noticed playing JW for one of the first times is that, even Rosalina's jab does not connect. All of the hits don't connect.
Nothing.
Even Luma's jab.
He knows that Shadow Seek timing to a T.
Yeah, no, he's very proficient. That's the advantage of picking one character, kind of sticking with it, right? I've always kind of been a proponent
Especially
of that.
a character with so much
depth.
such a high skill ceiling.
Yeah, exactly.
You kind of have to with Greninja because he has almost no transferable skills.
Yeah, if you want to be a good Greninja anyway.
Exactly.
Because I know, there's a lot of characters in this game. Counterpicking is a huge part of this game at the top level, so I think a lot of new players come in and go, you know what, I need to find counterpick characters, my character's bad matchups, and they don't develop, that core, I need to be a good player in all situations.
Well, the thing
mindset first.
Yeah, with 45 characters in this game, you can add on a Mario or a Cloud and basically transfer most of your skill, right? But there's a couple characters that are so different that you can't. And the other thing I wanted to say is that having just sort of seen that Marth can't Dancing Blade or jab or do anything really that would otherwise lead into his standard confirms on other characters.
Yeah.
I think this matchup is more in Greninja's favor than we initially estimated, just because Akashi's going to have to rely on reads to kill, while JW has all those crazy Greninja confirms that not only are really consistent and really kill really early, but are also hard to predict because so few people have Greninja experience.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's two things about it, and we're seeing here, we kind of just, you would sort of just assume, I don't know very much about Akashi, I'm not sure.
He's going to have to play the spacing game and win.
But JW, he's a fairly reputable player, he's been doing quite well this season.
He's really good at the game.
Akashi's doing quite well, so
he's
I think
performing incredibly well considering the sort of initial advantage that JW has going into this game.
Yeah,
but,
I think two things...
Missed perfect pivot up tilt.
I think two things are kind of, very... different about this. One is that, like you said, not a lot of people have the Greninja experience, so that's one thing that will be difficult for Akashi. And secondly, even though the matchup at the base level, the top level, might not be, might be okay.
He's going to have to re-grab.
Oh, yes,
that was bad.
One
thing I really liked that I saw a bit earlier that we sort of missed was JW up through and waited for the air dodge to land first couple hits of up air. And then when he got the re-grab, he went for a down throw, knowing Akashi would panic, try to change his habit, and not air dodge. And he got a free forward air off of that.
Yeah, he got the up. Yeah, JW is one of those very calm and composed types of people.
He'll realize your habits and realize when you're going to have to panic and adapt and just counter-adapt.
Yeah.
Final Destination, again,
so
not a
Final
bad
Destination
choice.
Yeah, JW, I think he actually favors this stage. I've seen him pick it a lot of times. I kind of understand it, the combo game. One thing I think before that was very difficult for Akashi that I really liked that he did well was that, part of Marth's game plan is there's a lot of bread and butter confirmed, right? So you get a lot of those Dancing Blade and tilt combos.
Those. You got to survive without any.
Yeah, you need to really adjust your game style to the very chip damage oriented thing.
Exactly.
Into drill oriented things. So it's very good on Akashi's part to kind of adapt his style to that for JW. And now JW is going to have to do the opposite and kind of readapt and say, okay, what didn't work that time?
The other thing about the stage choice as well is that Greninja gets some stuff out of platforms, but Marth does such a good job covering platforms with so many of his moves that I think JW just didn't want to give Akashi the ability to get these extended platform tech chases that Marth dominates.
I agree with this, to be honest, because Marth is good at the spacing game and everything, but
you can rarely go wrong.
Marth excels on Battlefield. and you know, Dreamland by proxy and all that kind of stuff. Whereas, you know, JW is proficient on the stage for one, and I think Greninja excels with having a lot of horizontal space unimpeded by platform for his traps.
Yes.
So I mean, I totally respect the choice.
Especially considering that if he had gone to Dreamland for like to maybe get a cheesy kill off the top platform with the Blast Zone, that win box can totally screw over all of Greninja's confirms.
Yeah, and I feel like Marth probably has a little bit of an easier time killing than Greninja, so I don't know if Dreamland is good.
But again, he has no confirms.
Yeah.
It's that Shadow Sneak.
I mean, Tipper is a pretty dangerous thing, though. But I mean, as we're talking about this and how like much work Akashi has to be doing, he's actually, you know, has a slight lead. He took a game. He's doing very well.
I'd like to see JW camp more, because in these sort of one-hit trades, at least up until now, he's been slowly eking out an advantage, but JW has figured that out.
Yeah,
and he's now sort of winning in this slow game, and I'd like to see them play a bit more defensive, and then one of them pick a time to really rush in.
Yeah, this is a pretty aggressive match we're seeing, and to be honest, like I sort of understand that from Greninja, especially given the matchup, right? Greninja can't play that mid-range spacing game with Marth, he loses, so he either has to camp or go in. Yeah, he has to camp or go in, and it seems like what I'm kind of seeing from JW is that instead of using his like mix-up aggression that he usually uses, he's taking a lot more time to just kind of like bait things out. So instead of like the mix-ups that to confuse his opponent on the offensive mix-up,
waiting for what
exactly.
Akashi does,
it's like
and then immediately punishing
it
him.
looks aggressive, but it's actually not. This is a defensive style, and it's really
incredibly
working.
calculated.
Yeah.
Things on reaction. It's frankly impressive.
Yeah, the last several hits, you know, been baits, right? I'm going to bait you to roll out there, I'm going to bait you to do this, I'm going to bait you to be in shield, and I think that might be the key to this matchup, especially as a character who's outclassed in the mid-range
Akashi needs to stop
game.
waiting. He needs to punish those sort of empty dash-ins from JW. And
yeah, take better control of spacing.
Not let JW have the time or the calm to be able to wait for Akashi to decide.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, this is still not an over at all, though. You know, one tipper and it is 100% the end of Greninja.
Up to, I would have liked to reverse up tilt there.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Tipper.
Is uphill kill? Yes, it does.
All right.
Okay, so
1-1.
Pretty tight 2 games. JW is still not looking too happy. I think he's not pleased with how he's been playing.
Yeah.
But Akashi,
They've been closer than I think JW wanted them to be.
Expected
He's
them
not been getting very many kills from confirms. There was the jab F smash in game 2. That was pretty much it. He's not been getting any crazy combos. He's still been winning in this slow hit-by-hit game.
Yeah, I feel like he's getting more hits in neutral. It's just that Akashi, as a character, is just, he can link it together very good on a fast follow.
I think he
Greninja.
thinks he can get so much more off of each of these hits.
This is exactly what I thought.
And
I was
he's sort of
see.
disappointed in
Battlefield.
himself.
This is good for Marth, right? This makes sense, and this takes away a lot of JW's ability to control space, which was, I think, the caveat, the problem that Akashi had last game. So let's see if...
Because this is a flat stage, you have 2, maybe 3 options if I run at you and wait.
Exactly. The bait's
so now with the platform, that adds like 2 or 3 more options, including like retreating to the platform, all these different possibilities that make it harder for JW to react and cover as many things.
Yeah. So that's one part of the issue, though. So that's going to take away some of that control for JW this stage.
That was a strange counter. I think he could have just grabbed ledge there.
But
I don't know why.
What we're still seeing, though, from JW is we're still seeing that same style. So the second thing Akashi has to adapt to is not just the stage, but this style that JW's developed.
And he's never really gotten over that.
Yeah, it's still seeming to be an issue.
Nice bait on the Shadow Sneak.
That was very good, yeah. He saw it.
Kept using dancing mode when he didn't need to. That might have been just to get himself a nice Shadow Sneak bait later on.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of like this kind of like bait and punish type stuff. People are just kind of waiting.
Yeah, I don't want to say it was conditioning, but I think Akashi realized that would work.
More realization.
And started to capitalize on JW expecting the 4 hit every time.
So this is just about dead even. I mean, both characters at kill percent, all that rage. Who's your pick? Who's going to win? Right now, tell me.
This is hard.
You got to put your bet right now.
I want to say JW. Even though Akashi has the stage advantage, JW he has those confirms. He's got them all saved up.
Yeah, he is also the seasoned player. You know,
exactly.
He's very cool, calm, collected.
According to the PR, he's the better player. Like, he has those confirms all saved up.
Yep.
He's only burned one of them, so he can pull out something that Akashi totally doesn't expect.
Got more trump cards, but as we say that,
nice back air from
back there, he goes down.
First
So,
next back air of the night.
you know, this is where like Smash games are decided, is in between stocks like this. You know, one person drops a stock at 150,
Exactly.
the other person's at 150. How much damage do you rack up? How much extra credit do
How
you
much
get?
mental damage do you rack up?
Yeah, that too.
How much do you say, yeah, I'm at 150 and I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere.
So we'll see how much JW can. I don't know when up throw will kill on Battlefield.
On Battlefield, I'd give it to 180.
Yeah,
I'd
I mean,
say 180 will do it.
he threw him at about 130 or 135 before with like 120
Yeah, it
rage
might
and
do
didn't
it now.
kill.
It might do it now.
So this is where I kind of expect it to start killing. You
Oh,
know,
nice
that
forward air.
that will also work. All right,
Beating
last
out
stock.
the neutral air, covering it from above.
Last stock. So now,
What I think JW should start doing is play really
Oh,
aggressively
these
for a
combos.
lead, try to get these confirms, and then once he gets ahead, start retreating and camping, because he's not camped Akashi at all, and so Akashi will have to rapidly adapt.
Yeah.
It took Akashi 2 games to adapt to JW's playstyle. So I think swapping, pulling a mix-up in terms of playstyle right in the middle of the last game is going to really pay dividends.
yeah, seriously, it's really hard to do, you know. And this is actually, you know, this is where that X factor, the tournament nerves come into play. Like, how seasoned are you as a player?
Exactly.
Like Akashi's got the lead. He's like, okay, I'm about to make this win. This is a good win. Can you bring it home, right?
Well, JW was looking a little bit, you know, a little bit
He's
worn out from
exasperated,
last
yeah.
game.
That's it.
Really
Wow.
nice
Surprised
pivot
that
F,
killed.
tipper F tilt.
JW
Just
not
an
looking too
incredible
pleased.
moment by moment play.
JW not looking too pleased, but a great win from Akashi.